Hello everybody, it is I am Gaming here, and in today's video I have compiled the last couple episodes from a series, and yep, there it is. This is the Fossils and Archaeology mod, and we have spent 100 days total in the series right now, so I have compiled the total days, and we are going to go ahead and start. So this is the fall movie. If you want to go check out the rest of the videos individually, you can do that, but anyways, let's just get straight into it and start our journey. Hello everybody, it is I am Gaming here, and in today's video we're starting a brand new series which I am super excited for. And yeah, we're going to be playing Fossils and Archaeology, I believe the revival. So this mod is insane and a big part of just my existence. But anyways, as you can see, I actually have a skin now, and let's try not to hit the iron golem. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into it, because we are going to be I'm going to be trying to get them as much as I can done in 100 days, and I'm gonna be doing it in multiple parts for now, and then I'm going to go ahead and then just group it all together in one big video. So yeah, this is part one of who knows how many parts. So let's just go ahead and get our wood first, just so we can get set up with some tools and just, you know, jump straight into everything. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just get some wood here. Look at that cow staring at me, very amazing. But yeah, uh is there anything around here that maybe could help us? I don't think I saw a blacksmith, but this is going to be interesting. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a crafting table if I can pick up the wood. Boom, 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 boom. And let's get some tools going. Okay, so I immediately jumped down to a ravine and got myself some iron tools, well, at least an iron pickaxe, so we can go ahead and get our first fossil, and boom, we actually got a fossil. That's awesome. So we are officially already have our first biofossil, and we've only started this world like not even 5 minutes ago. So that's a great start, and I don't think I see any more. So we got a single fossil, but hey, that's still a really good start. And let's go ahead and get some of this stuff and maybe search for some more resources down here, and then we can probably probably it would be a smart choice to get like a bed or something, because I don't know if we're gonna be able to survive that night. But for now, let's get some more materials, and then we can head back up. So it's turning night soon, and I kind of found this nice little area surrounded by like hills, and I think this might be a good place to set up camp and possibly make our first base here. So let's go ahead, place our bed, some torches, and a furnace, of course. Let's go ahead and set that up actually really quick. Get that iron smelting soon, I hope. And yeah, so we have our first biofossil. It's officially turning a day 2, and this is a great start. Let's just surround ourselves with some chests here. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead, put some stuff away, and light up. Oh, come on, can we sleep? There's no way we can't sleep. It's dark. And we're gonna hop into day 2 with the second we can. So can we go? There we go. Look at all the achievements. Our first day, and boom, we've officially survived our first day. So now let's go ahead and just kind of be on a search for materials, so that we can like really just kind of get up there, because as you can see, we're already starting pretty strong with just iron. So we're starting on day 1 with iron. We can get diamond easily, so we're gonna go ahead and just kind of get some materials so we can go mining, and maybe if we're lucky, go caving and get some diamonds and fossils. I'm quite a bit far from my base now, and I actually found like a cave with some iron, and I kind of followed it down, and then I found this ravine full of fossils. As you can see, I already got 1 relic scrap. um so we're gonna go ahead, collect all of these fossils and all of the iron we find in this cave, and hopefully we don't die. My goal is to not die at all in this series, or at least die not like consistently. Okay, I want to do my best to survive as much as I can and get just as high leveled as possible, while also just doing great overall in the fossils and archaeology mod. So let's go ahead, collect all these fossils, coal and iron, just so that we're always prepared whenever we need it. I found a crap load of fossils, guys, and I've been mining these for like the last like 30 minutes now. So, you know, a couple of days have passed. I think we're at like day 3 now. And ooh, Dilophosaurus leg bone, and ooh, we got like 6 biofossils. We might be able to get our first dinosaur before day 5, or not first dinosaur, because I feel like we definitely need to be prepared to build them, their enclosures and stuff. So we might be able to get our first dinosaur DNA by day 5, but definitely not first dinosaur egg. So yep, I'm still down the ravine. I'm still getting a bunch of materials, and once I get a bunch, I think I'm gonna head out and look for a tar pit. That way we don't need to like fight slime balls to go ahead and get the materials needed to make a culture vat, which is what we need to actually turn the DNA into an egg. So let's just go ahead, keep mining, get some materials, and then we can head out. Ooh, that looks like a fun place to explore. Well, I ended up mining for about another hour or so, and I did end up finding a relic mask, which we can go ahead and fix and put on our character, but at the moment, we just didn't have the thing to actually fix the mask, but we did end up getting a bunch of iron and a bunch of fossils, which would be very important in the future, so I kept mining for, I think, a total of like an hour and a half. Like a complete total was an hour and a half of just straight mining for material. So we were super prepared the second we exited the cave. More fossils. Come on. Oh, diamonds. Oh, no, no way, you're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. You're kidding. Please tell me. Oh, I can't make a crafting table in a furnace. Okay, okay, I'm gonna use my stone pick. I'm gonna mine up, and hopefully it can make it all the way to the tippy top. And we will come right back and get the rest of those diamonds, because that is enough to make ourselves a diamond pick straight off the bat. Already, we are doing amazing. So we're going to dig up, get ourselves a crafting table, make ourselves another iron pick, come back, collect those diamonds, and then finish off mining. And I think probably start working on at least a base of operations. We're now back home, and when I say this might have been the best mining trip I've ever done, especially this early on in any sort of like game mode or anything in Minecraft, this is insane. We got almost 2 stacks of iron, we got like 20 fossils, biofossils, and then 2, or actually no, we got 3 like pure fossils, so they have a higher chance of like getting things. And I'm really excited for that Ceratosaurus like, or foot at least, because that'd be freaking awesome if we could get a Ceratosaurus. We got 12 diamonds, and oh my gosh, 24 relic scraps, some string, of course, a Ceratosaurus foot here, which is what I'm the most excited for. Just a random skull block, which aren't the best. Even an amber chunk, some lapis, and some diamonds. So everything we need to have all set up. Yeah, so far we're doing really good. I'm setting up some food right now. And yeah, no, this is great. All we need right now is maybe like a food source. Maybe starting a wheat field actually might not be a bad idea. But let's just go ahead and make ourselves a diamond pick, just so that we can go ahead and be prepared. And maybe if we can, if we can go ahead and get lucky, we can actually go ahead and get ourselves a enchantment table pretty soon. But for now, let's just go ahead and make ourselves a diamond sword, diamond pick, and just get ready to fight off mobs and just level up, so we can go ahead and grind all the fossils and all the materials that we're gonna need to make their enclosures and such. I made myself a full set of iron armor so that I can go ahead and be all geared up, because I wanted to go find myself a tar pit. Now, a tar pit contains well, tar, but when you collect tar with a bucket, there is a chance it'll spawn a tar slime. And with a tar slime, by killing it, you can go ahead and get tar drops, and that's what you need to make a culture vat. Now, you could use normal slime, but because we don't really want to be down there and mine out a slime chunk, we're just going to go ahead and find a tar slime, hopefully get some drops, and, you know, come back, make a culture vat, and start processing DNA into eggs. So we're going to go ahead on a quick little trip here, and hopefully we can find one pretty soon and nearby. Okay, so not gonna lie, we kind of took a trip, and I finally found one, and it's been about a whole day since I left on the expedition for tar slime. But as you can see, I now have a bunch of these tar drops, which are just gonna be amazing. We're basically probably never ever gonna need to come back here unless we're gonna make a huge lab eventually. I'm not sure if we'll get there, at least in the first 100 days, but for now we have enough to at least last us and make ourselves a couple culture vats, which is amazing. Before we go ahead and make a culture vat, we need to go ahead and make an analyzer first. That way we can actually turn the fossils into DNA, and then we can put that DNA in the I forgot what it's called actually. My brain just blanked. But anyways, so we're gonna need to make ourselves a analyzer, and then we need to make ourselves a culture vat here, which all we need is a bucket of water. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. But yeah, so far we're gonna go ahead, put our fossils in this analyzer. I did also steal a shifter and a workbench from that little dig site that we kind of found. So hopefully that becomes useful someday maybe. But anyways, for now, let's get some iron and place down our analyzer in just a little bit, so that hopefully we can start getting some pretty good fossils. I've been processing this stuff and just also getting some glass materials while we're at it. So as you can see, we have 2 analyzers now. Oh, Mosasaurus DNA, that's awesome. Let's go. So we have two analyzers going at the same time just so we can go ahead and get some faster stuff. We got our plant fossils in this one, so we're getting some plant seeds, which are nice. But of course, those are not that useful at the moment, but they will be very useful when making enclosures. So that's awesome. Our first dino DNA looks like to be a Mosasaurus. However, that is a reptile. Oh, Dinosaur DNA. There we go. That's our first real dinosaur DNA. So that's pretty awesome. Of course, we also got this weird thing up there. I'm not sure what that is, so I'm just gonna ignore it for now. But yeah, this is a great start. We already have dinosaur DNA. We already have diamond tools, and it's not even day 10. It's like day 5. We're doing great. This is the best start to like any of my Minecraft worlds ever. I am genuinely so intrigued in this world, and I can't wait to continue it. Guys, I think we just got lucky. So this cave is literally like 30 blocks away from our like base that we made, and this is a friggin' spawner already. We have a spawner literally right next to our base. This is perfect for like future XP farming, so I'm gonna go ahead, wipe this thing clean, get some XP. This is gonna be amazing. We already have possibly an XP farm, not even day 7. This is like day 5 still. This is literally day 5 still. We are doing phenomenal. Not gonna lie, guys, I got sidetracked here with an expedition, and I got a bunch of fossils and a bunch of DNA here. So we actually just got a Parasaur DNA, which is amazing. We also got an alligator gar DNA and a bunch of other fossils that we can go ahead and process and hopefully get some more DNA. I just said DNA like 5 times, but ooh, Enki DNA, that's beautiful. And oh, we got a destroyed Anu figurine, which are pretty cool, but I don't know if they have a use. I'm not entirely sure. If you guys know how to like fix them, let me know down below in the comments down below, because I've tried the workbench before and it doesn't seem to work. But for now, we're doing great. More fossils, more DNA. But yeah, so far so good. Still saving that Tyrannosaurus foot DNA. I might process that in a little bit, but that's like the thing I want the most. I would love a Tyrannosaurus. So we're gonna hold that off for just a bit, and then once we process it, hopefully we can get the DNA. Okay, so I started making an outline for the beginning of our base here, and we actually got really lucky, and we did end up getting this Tyrannosaurus DNA along with some Dilophosaurus and some Pterosaur DNA. But now we're gonna go ahead and set up a farm, because one of the key ingredients we're gonna need is a bunch of wheat. Basically, well, you guys will see in the future exactly what we need all this wheat for. And so we're gonna go ahead, set up a little farm just so we can get a head start on it, and hopefully it'll start growing soon, because we're gonna be needing a lot of wheat soon, and it's not just for food. So I've been using the wheat, which this is the main reason I needed the wheat, but I made a quick little cow pen here right next to our base here, and we're gonna start breeding these cows so we can get a steady production of steak and also leather for whenever we need to start making bookshelves and such, so we can get enchantment going. So far pretty good. I also made a mine down here. It doesn't go that deep just yet, but I'm trying to take it all the way down to level 0 so we can get some more diamond mining and fossil mining, as long as also hopefully some iron mining. And I already set up a little sugarcane field just so we can start getting some of that growing, because I just found out that apparently you can't bone meal sugarcane in Java, so we're gonna have to be very patient in getting all that paper and such. So yeah, so far we're doing great. Look at that, a stack and a half of iron. Oof, we are killing it right now, guys. I am actually so like into this game right now, like for the first time in a hot minute. But yeah, let's go ahead and milk this cow, because I do believe what we can do actually is, actually no, I don't think we have the materials, do we? Oh wait, no, we do. So what we can do here actually, should we do some seeds? That might be a good smart choice for our first thing, because now if we get some rotten flesh, an egg, we already have the wheat and the milk. I think that's it, right? Yeah, so we can go ahead, plop that just anywhere in the crafting table, and there we go, biogoo, which we can now put in the culture vat. Oh, wrong thing, there we go, biogoo, there we go, and now we're processing our first fossil into an actual usable sapling. So that's pretty good. And yeah, that's the same thing we got to do to basically turn DNA into an egg. So that's why we have the cows and the wheat, so that we can really have the basics, so we can start processing everything and getting a bunch of eggs and DNA. Well, anyways, I continue working on the wheat field, and so far we're doing pretty good. As you can see, we got the wheat field going. We got our incubator hatching some new prehistoric plants. We are just doing I want to say decently, yeah. But anyways, this is still not even the first 10 days. I think we're like at day 8 now. So far, we still have a little bit ways to go. I think the way I may be doing it is just doubling the day count in each episode. So for the first one, we're gonna do 10, the next one 20, then the next one 40, and then 80. Or I guess something like that, just so that we can get a bunch done, because these videos are going to be taking longer and longer each time. So far, now we have all the basics in this first one. Is there anything else we need to do in this first episode that I can think of? I don't think so. This is a really good start, and I do not see anything else that we really need to do, besides just kind of leveling up and grinding for the next day and a half, I believe. So that's what we're gonna do, and yeah. Okay, so I decided not to stop at 10 days, and instead, if we are going to get the basics, then we should get all the basics. So, I'm working on the mine here. We're on day 11 now. So let me not mine that with my hatchet, but instead, we're going to head down to right here. This is where iron spawns the most. So we're going to make a little indent here, so we can mine here for iron whenever we need it. But we're going to still mine all the way down to level negative 57 and get diamonds. So one of the things I want to get done in today's video as well is an enchantment table. So we're going to go ahead and straight up set up the XP farming straight off the bat. So it should be the same as in Bedrock, I do believe. So we're just going to go ahead and make ourselves a basic XP farm with this zombie spawner and start grinding it out so we can get ready to go ahead and use an enchantment table once we're able to go ahead and get one and set it up properly. Okay, so I also ended up expanding the farm a bit, and I built this here. This is where I'm gonna put the enchantment table. Now, I will say, if it's all my first builds in the first 100 days are gonna be a bit sloppy, and miniature to what I actually want to end up making the official build look like. So for now, we're gonna go ahead and have this as our enchantment table little area, just nearby our house and just in a little pathway. But yeah. So I'm grinding, building that. I did finish making the XP farm already, so we're probably gonna be using that later. But once I finish this, we're gonna be working on getting paper and leather to go ahead and set up the enchantment room. Now all that's left is our bookshelves, and so what I've been doing is I went to the nearby village and I started grinding a bunch of wood, turning them into sticks, and then going ahead and trading them for emeralds and trading those emeralds for bookshelves. It's a long process, but it is the quickest one I can think of, especially with the sugarcane taking as long as it is to grow. So we're gonna go ahead and repeat this for a while until we have enough bookshelves to go ahead and place down. But yeah, that we're almost reaching our 20 days, and I don't really want to go beyond that in the first episode because, like I said before, all the basics. And every other night I've been camping in the XP room just to make sure that we are getting a bunch of XP and using or having a good sufficient use of our time, which is XP farming. So yeah, so far so good. Got ourselves a bunch of bookshelves, and I think we're only missing like 4 more. So let's go ahead, get those last 4 so we can hopefully maybe start enchanting already. Oh my gosh, it's literally been like an hour and I am dying. I just, it's like 3 in the morning. I have spent the last freaking, I'm not even kidding, hours straight grinding XP and finally placing down those librarian bookshelves. And I was going and sorting in and out with pickaxes so I can go ahead and get the enchantments I want. And then I was too low level to actually go ahead and put it on. But I can now finally put on the enchantment, which I'll show you in just a bit what it is. But there we go. We're gonna go ahead and run straight. Oh, is that an enderman? Okay, we're fine. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Okay, we can't deal with that just yet. But, oh, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep right after I get this done. So, we're gonna go ahead and boom, boom, boom. Fortune 3 after forever. And right before that, I got a paleontology 3. And now we're gonna go ahead and merge those really quick. Nothing good on my sword. So, we're gonna go ahead and merge those two if we can. No way. There we go. Finally, I have been grinding for literally hours, and it is already like day 20, like something, I don't even know. I'll check later, but anyways, that's gonna be for the first episode. We got the basics down, got ourselves a farm set up, enchantment room, and enchantment tools, which you can go ahead and now use to go down to the mines and get a bunch more biofossils, which hopefully by the next episode we can start actually hatching some dinosaurs, and hopefully that's Tyrannosaurus, because that would be freaking awesome. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the first episode. And so if you guys did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully if we get enough support in this series, I can get my mom out of the ghetto and buy French toast every day of the week, and that'd be awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all next time. Hello everybody, it is I Am Gaming here, and welcome to another episode of Fossils and Archaeology. Now, in the last episode, we got this really insane Paleontology 3 pickaxe, so we have been on a grind, mining an absolute crap ton of fossils, and luckily we also got fortune with it, so I also stopped by and mined as much as iron as I could. So for the first couple hours, I went down into a cave the second after we got it, and I was just mining, and mining, and mining, and mining in order to get a bunch of fossils that we could then go and, like, analyze for some DNA, and oh my gosh, when I say we got a bunch of DNA, we got a bunch of DNA. Now, first of all, I didn't expect to get so much. So what happened was I ended up putting a bunch of our fossils here in the analyzer, and we got a decent amount of DNA. I'll show that off in a little bit, but what we got that was really impressive was this. We got a Tyrannosaurus DNA. Now I was ecstatic when I saw this. I was like, holy crap, that is insane. So we went ahead, put that in the chest. Hopefully once we're advanced enough, I don't know if we'll be able to do that in the first while, we can go ahead and start making our first Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is freaking awesome. That has to be really, really hard to get. But anyways, I continued putting in our biofossils. And I just kept, doing all that for like a hot minute. I even upgraded it here, as you can see. Now I got 2 analyzers working in a hopper. And while those were analyzing, I made sure to stock up on materials so that we can go ahead and actually build the pen, because I wanted to go ahead and create our first dinosaur. Now, I wasn't entirely sure what dinosaur to pick, but I think I ended up deciding on the Ceratosaurus or some other carnivore. So I'm not entirely sure just yet at the moment while recording this, but I think I'm leaning towards Ceratosaurus just because I feel like that thing is awesome, and that was like one of the first DNA we actually got, so that'd be freaking sick. But I mined for a couple of hours while the analyzer was going, so I got a crap ton of stone, as you can see. And then I ended up, if you want to take a look here actually, with the DNA we ended up getting was all this. We got, let's see, I'll let you take a look here. We got besides the bone meal, the plants and stuff, we did end up getting a couple of Diplodocus DNA. Oh, I said that so wrong. Diplodocus, my bad. Sarcosuchus DNA, Velociraptor, which is pretty cool. Lepardon, Nautilus, Pseudopody, I can't even say that. Pachycephalosaurus, which is cool. Dryosaurus, Ichthyosaurus, and then we did get 2 Ornithomimus and Pterodon, or 1 Pterodactyl. But we got some pretty cool DNA, and after that, we ended up continuing mining for a while. I just wanted to stock up on fossils and what's it called? Fossils, iron, and coal were our main goals there. The reason for that is so we can kind of fuel all of our machines. Not entirely, like, the machines don't need that coal, but like our furnaces and everything to actually create our pens would be very expensive. And then more DNA just so we had more options later on for more dinosaurs. So while our second set of fossils was going and analyzing, I went ahead and took a trip to the nether because I found out that apparently you can go ahead and get nether quartz and use that, or is it nether quartz or is it just quartz? I'm not sure. It's quartz, whatever. You can get quartz and mix that with sand to create is it dense sand, or it might be reinforced sand. Either way, you can smelt that and turn that into reinforced glass, which is absolutely beautiful in enclosures, and I think would be a great addition to our soon-to-be enclosure for whatever dinosaur we end up making. So I did mine for a while. I got a bunch of quartz. I headed back, and luckily we haven't died yet. I am still very happy. We have not died a single time as of recording this. However, the gas was incredibly annoying because I couldn't hit it back. And once we had that done, I ended up going back to the world, and I started digging out a huge space right behind another portal where I wanted to make the first enclosure. So here we go, guys. I've been working on this enclosure for a little while now. I think it looks pretty sick. We got a little pig in there. I'm kind of hoping it stays so I can feed it to the dinosaur, because I think I'm going to do a carnivore first, but not a big one. There's no way we can handle a T-Rex at the moment. Not with our food supply, at least. So I kind of got this like rough, like rigid, like bumpy, like shape, but also like a little bit cylindrical. I think I'm gonna replace these walls right here with like reinforced glass, and I think did I make it uneven? I think I made this uneven. I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead, fix this. I'm gonna keep working on this, and I'll let you know how it appears once I actually kind of finish this up a little bit. Okay, so I got a reinforced glass now, and it's looking pretty sick. And the thing I love about it is it connects. Like, it doesn't have those like lines separating it, so I'm very happy about that. It looks stunning, and I think I'm gonna do that on each side here, so we have a good like viewing area for our future dinosaur. Okay, so I'm not working on the kind of like terrain and floor of this enclosure, so I'm going for this like sandy, dirty kind of savanna, but also not entirely savanna, like more like a grassy plain savanna, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna make like this little sand in the front, mixed with some of this dance sand here that we got, and then I'm going to, I think I'm gonna make a little like oasis right here, like a small one, and then like just a bunch of flowers and stuff that we have been cultivating. Um, but yeah, so this is going to be a small enclosure. It's not going to be a permanent for whatever dinosaur we put in here, but it will do for now. I did end up putting these weird like pineapple trees, and I thought they looked pretty cool, and they really helped like fit the oasis. So I just filled up this enclosure with a bunch of prehistoric plants, as you can see, and oh my gosh, these things look stunning, and they fit the aesthetic really well. So we also would need a bunch of eggs, wheat, rotten flesh, and milk to go ahead and create all of the biogear that we would need to bring dinosaurs and plants back to life. So I went ahead and made a quick automatic egg farm. So we kind of kidnap a bit of chickens here, and I pushed them all in their enclosure, or not really enclosure, but their little pit of despair. And these chickens would probably never see the light of day ever again. But hey, we need our eggs somehow, don't we? I also went ahead and finally plopped in our Ceratosaurus DNA into the culture vat and began working on some more like little aesthetic details for enclosure, because I wanted to have this like prehistoric wood kind of roof-ish like surrounding it, not covering it. But we finally got ourselves our first dinosaur egg. Here we go. We even got the advancement eggs. Look at this thing, it's awesome. So I wasted no time. I went ahead and finished what was needed, and I think might be time to place our first dinosaur. Because oh my gosh, I have never seen. I love Ceratosaurus. It's not one of my favorite dinosaurs, but Ceratosaurus has always been has always been one of those dinosaurs which is just like, hey, that thing is epic. That thing is so cool. But anyways, I went ahead and finished the top of the enclosure so that we can go ahead and hopefully place down our first dinosaur. But before that, we actually needed a Dinopedia, which I almost forgot about. This would tell us the stats and like situation between the dinosaur. So I got that, and I also realized that we can't really have a dinosaur if we don't have a way of feeding it. So I placed down the egg, I even made a feeder in the background, and I even made it a bubble machine to make sure it stays happy. And I placed down that the egg finally, and I was so excited because this thing, this is gonna be your first dinosaur. I'm actually like I was insanely excited at this moment. And then it started dancing for some reason, and that meant it was about to be time to see our first dinosaur. Look at it, it's adorable. Sorry, look at that thing, it's adorable. And the music it plays is stunning. Look at this thing. Let's see. Ceratosaurus, age 0. Ooh, bunch of little facts. Max population 5. Diurnal. Male. Oh, we got a male Ceratosaurus. Pretty cool. And he seems to be pretty hungry, so we might have to feed him a little bit. But he seems to be at max happiness, and he eats a bunch of stuff. But let's just go ahead and feed him up. Oh, he's adorable. Let's see. Yes, let's move him. I'm gonna keep him sitting because I don't want him to drown the water, so I'm gonna wait till he gets a little bigger. But for now, let's go ahead and actually just move him over here close to the bowl machine so he can. Oh my god, that was adorable. That's so freaking cute. He's so small. Holy crap, that is actually amazing. Let's light this place up just in case. Like I said before, he's not going to be his permanent enclosure, so I'm not going to worry too much about like placing at the moment, but ooh, he looks incredible. So we ended our day pretty strong, and I just stared at the sunset for a while, and I think it's time to show you the DNA that we actually got. So we're going to go ahead and put some of this little Ornithosaurus, but let me take a look and show you. We got Notice DNA, Basaurus, we got a bunch of DNA. We got Dryosaurus, Ankylosaurus, Parasaur. We even got a couple Triceratops, a Pachy, Stegosaurus, Ornithus, and a Cetipati, which are pretty cute. We did get a Leopardon, a bunch of water dinosaurs. We even got 3 Pterodons, so we might need to make an A very soon. This weird Ornithilus, I can't pronounce that dinosaur, I swear. But no, we got a bunch of dinosaur DNA, and I think so far we are doing really good. Okay, so I think I want to dig out this whole area here because I want to build another enclosure. I think I'm going to hatch a herbivore. So I created this pretty crazy shovel here. So we're going to go ahead and mine as much as this down to the level of this Ceratosaurus enclosure. And I just want to kind of see if we can maybe fit an enclosure there. So that's oh my god, this shovel is absolutely insane. Oh, we're going to get this done in no time. Okay, so I know this looks kind of ugly, but I'm kind of building the rough shape out of it with some dirt. because I don't have like those crazy cool materials and whatever that are like easy to break and stuff. But I think so far I'm gonna have this be like a podium here, looking over the enclosure. So I'm not entirely sure what dinosaur I want in here just yet. I just know I probably want a herbivore. Um, in the future I am going to plan ahead. It's just for now I just think it's time we get some dinosaurs. I feel like that would really excite our world. So we're going to work on that and then see what we can go ahead and place in that enclosure. So I have been working on this for a while, and oof, I think I did a pretty good job. All that's missing out is the interior, but I've been working on this like cool little pane here. Actually, let me go ahead and put some buttons down. So let's put one here, one here, one here, one here, and I think I might do like the top here, but so far it's looking pretty good. So let me just finish this top really quick. Boom, 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 boom. And I don't know if I wanted to have like, I don't know if I wanted to be sharp or if I wanted to be like just like that. Maybe like this. Oh, I fell. That looks okay actually. Actually no, I feel like it looks a little strange. Okay, let's just do, no, not that. Let's just do this. I like that. Okay, so I think I'm about done with the exterior. So I made this little podium here that we can view, and I think it looks really freaking nice. So I'm pretty proud of myself with this one, not gonna lie. Okay, so while mining, we may have had a big mistake happen. I went down to mine for more fossils, and you know, just because I wanted some more plants, and I wanted more materials and fossils, and I just watch. Look at what happens, and I think this is dumb, and I'll explain exactly what kind of happened here. So we got surrounded by creepers, and I was like, oh, okay, I see one behind me, but it's not that close, right? Let me just go ahead and get rid of him. Boom. There's one to the right, and then I realized that there was one behind me, and I pressed the wrong key. I went backwards instead of forwards, and I died. This is the only death of the series as of right now. I was pretty mad, I'm not gonna lie. And the worst part is, I went back there, and because it was such a long journey to get back down there, all of our loot actually despawned. And I mean all of it. All our pick, all the fossils we had, everything gone. So I wasted no time. I immediately got back to work, and I started working on a villager trading hall so that we can go ahead and actually get all of our stuff back and more. Because the problem was, we were in iron armor. Now this is a mistake I make a lot. I just keep iron armor on until the very end when I actually need to like get diamond armor, and then I ended up dying and like just losing a bunch of stuff and having to keep restarting. So I put on this ancient helmet as of right now, along with an ancient sword that I made on later on. So it's a little annoying with the screen, but it won't be there forever, just until we actually get some better stuff, and I think it looks pretty funny. So I ended up kidnapping some villagers, getting them all into the thing, which was so annoying. And that's not even the worst part. I ended up getting them in there, and then they ended up dying because I forgot to like dig down a hill, and then zombies got over it, and they killed them. So I had to do this again. So it was wasting a bunch of time, and like I said before, I wanted to get a bunch done in 100 days. So it was a bit of an issue, but we did solve it, and we eventually got and created our little trading hall. As you can see here, we created a bunch of villagers, and I got them breeding so we can get a bunch of stuff. So yeah, now this one villager here, the one you can see in the corner, the wool one, for some reason he's just like stuck traveling back and forth in that area. It's kind of weird, but it's fine. We got more villagers to replace him, so it was pretty cool. And I upgraded the toolsmith, kept trading iron and coal, and I got a bunch of our stuff back, at least some of it, you know. But yeah, so far we're doing pretty good. I'm pretty happy with our trading hall so far. Nothing crazy, nothing, you know, extraordinary, because I want to dedicate actually a good amount of time to doing that later on in the series. So for now, we got this guy ranked up. I kept having them breed so we can get a bunch of villagers in case we ever needed a bunch. I also upgraded the armor here, and we finally got ourselves a bunch of diamond armor now. It's not the best, it's enchanted with like really low tiers and stuff, like the natural like enchantments you get from villagers, but hey, diamond armor is diamond armor, and that will definitely keep us safe. So I was working on enchantments, especially as you can see in the diamond pick down there. That's kind of what I want to focus on, so I kept not sleeping and going down instead into the XP farm during the nighttime and just getting a bunch of XP. And I finally ended up getting 2 decent pickaxes that I could combine to actually make a really good one. So that was good. And the sunset, oh my gosh, it's always just stunning. But so far we have been picking ourselves up pretty decently. And of course, that enclosure looks stunning. I can't wait to fill it up with plants, and our Ceratosaurus is now fully grown, and he looks, oh my god, look at him, bro. He is incredibly cool looking, look at him. Ah, dude, that thing is awesome. But no, we just gotta go ahead and probably fill foliage with that plant there, but for now, I'm just gonna continue mining down and getting a bunch of XP so we can upgrade our tools and make them better, which I finally ended up doing. I combined our pickaxes again, and I got ourselves an Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 5, Paleontology 3 pickaxe, which is actually better than our last one. So that was insane. I was very happy with that. We can now go back to mining a bunch of fossils and getting a bunch of ores. So that was a big step up for us. Okay, so I resumed construction on the enclosure here, which I think I am going to do Dinosaur because I have so much of their DNA. So I think that just might be the way to go. So while cultivating our Dinosaurs, actually, what ended up happening is in the top or the bottom left corner, if you can see in just a second here, cultivation had failed, and we ended up getting attacked by this weird little gremlin thing. And at first I was going to kill it straight away, but then I realized it was actually letting like the slime trail down. And that may seem like useless and actually annoying, but I figured some of the toys actually need a slime ball, and instead of having it go down and creating a slime chunk to, you know, get stuff, I ended up just letting the guy kind of crawl around for a little while so that we can then collect the slime. And I got rid of him, and boom, collected a slime balls, which we can now use to go ahead and create some toys for the Dinosaurs. And yeah, so we're gonna get back to cultivating them and then hopefully place them in a little bit. Okay, so now I've been working on this enclosure, and I think I'm gonna add some like foliage to like the enclosure, like some leaf like these. These are pretty cool. I got these from like the Temp Sky trees here, so I'm just gonna place these around on these rocks. So I think it looks pretty cool. I like how it's turning out. Like I said before, all these enclosures for now are going to be temporary. I really want to expand them all and make them huge eventually, but we just don't got the time for that because I'm trying to fit in as much as I can in the first 100 days, and after that it's going to be just more time and everything for us, taking it a little slower and really making things more better and beautiful. So as of right now, I think I did a pretty good job making this small little enclosure, and I'm actually really happy with it. Okay guys, I think it's finally the day. I think it's time we go ahead and plant or place down our Dinosaur eggs. So I got 5 of them, and then I also created the the feeder, so hopefully they don't starve. And I even made them a little red ball with that slime that we got from the failed experiment. So let's go ahead and place them down. So let's just put the feeder like right here, a little hidden from the viewing area. Let's put some seeds in there for now. Let those go down, and let's just go ahead and place these little eggs. Oh, look at this ball. Oh, we can actually play with it. That's awesome. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get those down, and let's just wait for those to hatch up. Okay guys, it's finally time, I think. We're at like 87. Okay, so we're not there yet, but these eggs are so close to hatching, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to have our little army of Dinosaurs here. This thing's gonna be, they better be adorable. I've done my best to stay away from like other people's videos on this mod, just so that I can like be surprised by how the dinosaurs look. But let's take a look at these. Oh, they're so, oh, I missed it. Oh no, there you go. Oh, look at them. Oh, they're already playing. Oh, what the heck? Oh, they're so cute. Look at that little army. They're like little snakes. What the heck? Oh my gosh, those things are adorable. Look at them run. What the heck? Are they tamed to me? I don't think they are. I might. Wait, are they? Hold on, let me check. Let me. Okay. Here, let me just feed him. Actually, let me. Can I feed him? Okay, yeah, no, they're not tamed. Let me go ahead and tame them real quick. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Ah, they're all mine. I got a little army of dinosaurs now. This is freaking insane. Oh, they're actually so adorable. Look at them. What the heck? They're all like in a little line. Oh, I love it. They're playing with the ball. They're destroying that ball. Holy. But okay. I bit my tongue. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy. Okay, so that is freaking awesome. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We got a bunch of things done. We got a bunch of tools. We got a trading hall set up. We got the Ceratosaurus. We got the Dinosaur enclosure down. And we got a bunch of materials. We even got the nether portal set up. So I think this is a good episode, or a good place to end this episode. So without further ado, if you guys are new, it would mean the world to me if you guys liked and subscribe, and maybe drop down a comment down below letting me know anything you want to see me do in this series, or any like tips or anything like that. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the first episode, or second episode, my bad. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all next time. Hello everybody, it is Adam Gaming here, and I'm back with another episode of Minecraft Fossils and Archaeology. Now, as you can see, I already have been starting on this enclosure here for about an hour, so it hasn't been that long. Just in case you're wondering, no, I did not do this off camera or anything like that. It's just, I just wasn't recording my mic audio, so it was just me yapping for like an hour straight. But anyways, the reason I built these enclosures is because I actually decided that I want to go ahead and create my favorite dinosaurs in the game, and those are the Dilophosaurus and the Parasaurolophus. No wait, oh my god, the Parasaur. I don't know, I'm so used to changing it, but no, it's the Parasaur and the Dilophosaur. So those two have been my favorite dinosaurs forever, so I decided, I have a bunch of Dilophosaurs. It was one of the first dinosaurs we actually got, as well as two other Parasaur DNA, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and work on creating this enclosure here for them, and then I am going to update you guys on how the process goes. Okay, so I put in the Dilophosaur DNA in the not incubator, sorry, the culture vat. So we got 2 out of the 4 right now, and I'm almost done with the enclosure. I'm just kind of missing the what's it called? Some plants that I want to put in the enclosure, and that's basically it. So we're just gonna go ahead, finish that up, and we should be all ready to place the eggs. Okay guys, so I'm putting in the food now, and I just placed the eggs, so we're just gonna watch him here for a little while, and oof, we have a bunch of Dilophosaurus here that are gonna hatch, and let's hope that everything goes well. Oh, the eggs are dancing. Please. Please hatch. Oh, there go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they all look the same. Oh, I hope they're not all the same gender. Okay, but anyways, here we go. We have 4 little baby Dilophosauruses. Oh my gosh, they're so freaking small and adorable. Look at all of them. What the heck? Stop running from me. Ooh. Let's take a look at their, we got a female here, timid. We got a male here, timid. I don't know if that's able to change or if that's just how their personalities are. But let's feed them up. But they are, look at it, it's adorable. That's actually so freaking cute. Okay, so I'm wasting no time, and I'm getting straight to destroying this mountain over here I have on the side, because this is where I want to build the Parasaur enclosure here. Now, of course, like I've said before, in the future we probably are going to be recreating and remaking these enclosures, but for now they're just as a little side task that we do just to kind of not get bored of the game and just keep going with the dinosaur mod. So anyways, let's get rid of this hill here. We're almost done. I'm gonna go ahead and make some blueprints for what I think I want for the enclosure, and we'll just kind of feel it out from there. So we got this, I built this little enclosure with some of the new logs we got here from those prehistoric trees. So I'm just having them surround the area, and then I think I'm gonna have a little pond in the middle, and then just a bunch of grassland with little hills and some of the prehistoric little trees there. That's all I got for now. I do want to work on it later, eventually when I create the new one. For the enclosure, I definitely want to make them feel more like their actual times and what it really would have looked like. But for now, they're just going to be some rough drafts, I think, of what I want the bigger ones to look like eventually. So we're just about finishing up here with the enclosure, and it's looking pretty nice. I created this little balcony thing up here, and then as you can see down there, we got a bunch of little trees and stuff. Even a little cow somehow got in there, but I think it's time we go ahead and actually start creating the Parasaur. So we're going to go ahead and start getting some milk and incubating those guys up. Okay guys, so I have finished the Parasaur enclosure, and I am now feeding them, and I already placed the eggs down, so I'm just waiting for them to hatch now. So yeah, I do have 2. I'm hoping that we do get a male and female pair just so we can see the differences. But for now, let's take a look at their progress. Oh, they're at 73%. So I just go ahead and wait up until they're ready to hatch. Okay, the eggs are at 99. Oh, look at that. There we go. Look at him. Ah, he's so cute. Stay. Stay. Okay, look at it. It looks freaking amazing. Come on. This one's taking a little longer. Please hatch. Please. Oh, there we go. Look at it. Oh, you're so cute. Look at him. We got a female here, and oh, we got 2 females, so we are not going to be able to see the male version, but it's okay. We got at least they won't be like reproducing like crazy, which is what we've been having problems with the Dinosaurs. I'm not gonna lie. Those Dinosaurs are a little too active. But anyways, that is friggin' awesome. We now have the Parasaurus and Dilophosaurus in our park, and they look absolutely amazing. Okay, so ever since we lost a really good pickaxe to due to that creeper in the last episode, I've just been grinding XP, and I finally created a new one. So I am going to be on a little mining trip, and I'm gonna see how many fossils I can get from this. Yeah, so I'm gonna be mining for a couple of hours and days just to stock up on DNA and resources, and we'll check out what we get later. So let's hope it all goes well and I don't end up dying to a creeper and then losing all my loot because of a despawn bug. So hey, it's okay, we got this. Oh, we even got some amber right there actually. Hold up, any fossils? No, some iron there actually. Let me get that. Just want to give you guys a quick update. We've been getting a bunch of DNA, but we have way too many fossils. This is gonna take a long time, so I think I'm gonna friggin' upgrade this really quick. I'm gonna add more analyzers. We're gonna put all of our fossils in there for now, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna add some more because this is gonna take a long time. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and as you can see, we actually ended up getting 2 scarabs, which we can use to actually upgrade our diamond tools into scarab tools, which are much better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that actually once I figure out what exactly I want to use it on. So I decided to use it on my sword. I'm not entirely sure if it will, like, what I've seen is like, look, let me show you guys actually. First of all, we are collecting a bunch of DNA, which is very nice, and I will say, I'm not entirely sure what dinosaur we are going to build next, if we are going to build a dinosaur, or create more dinosaurs, at the moment, because we are kind of running low, but I want to test something out real quick. From what I've seen, where is the, let me just put this iron to smelt real quick, but you see those scarab gems, from what I've seen, is we can turn them into a scarab tool. However, I think that it might lose the enchantments on the tools, and I'm not sure if we'd be able to enchant them. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to enchant this sword. Right? Oh, crazy enchantments, what the heck? I'm going to enchant this diamond sword here, and then I'm going to see if putting the scarab gem on it actually takes away the enchantments, and if we're able to enchant it later on. So it does take away the enchantments that it previously had. So now my question is, are we able to add more enchantments to it? So boom. Oh, we can. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, so we can enchant it afterwards, but it would lose all enchantments before. So that's interesting. So we're definitely gonna have to be grinding the mob farm for a while. I'll probably go down there every night just to get a bunch of XP stacking up, and then we'll probably use it eventually, the scarab gem eventually, on a diamond pickaxe, a different one probably, to create a crazy cool pickaxe. So anyways, let's just go to bed, and then we'll wake up in the morning and hopefully work on some things. Okay guys, so I spent the last couple hours digging out our quarry here, and you're probably wondering why. Oh, I didn't even throw my pickaxe there. But that's because I think it's time we finally start our first big project. I am tired of living in that tiny little house. Not even house, it's literally a bed surrounded by chests. So I think it's time we start construction on our first base, our true base. So I got a bunch of freaking cobblestone. I'm gonna start smelting a bunch of it up, and yeah, I'm gonna keep mining a little bit just to make sure we're good, and then I'm gonna start construction on our base. Okay, so I dug out this area behind the Dilophosaurus enclosure, and this is kind of the outline of how I want the base, or the floor plan of the base, to look like. We're probably not going to finish the entire base in today's video. Might need a couple videos to finish it, because it's a pretty huge project and we have other stuff to do. But let's go ahead and fill in this first floor here. Okay, so there we go. I have finished the floor plan here. So we got this thing, and I think I'm going to make this into a museum. And for now, it'll hold all of our resources and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and build a wall, but I'm not going to build a roof or anything like that, just because I feel like I want to replace it with nicer blocks and make it look really visually appealing at one point. And I don't want to waste a lot of time here by just kind of not really feeling it out. So I'm going to go ahead and build a surrounding wall, and then work on the inside, and by that time actually we might have actually hit 100 days. And I think once we hit 100 days, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break for a little while, because 100 days is about 20 hours of straight Minecraft, and that really takes a mental toll on someone. So, let's just go ahead and build these little pillars and then some walls, and go ahead and finish the interior. Okay, so I am about done with the exterior, and I think it looks decent. I think it's a good start. I do want to place the stone and cobblestone bricks eventually. So this is all the walls going to be eventually replaced with some nicer looking blocks and all that. And I think for the center here, I want to have like a skeleton. I'm thinking of a T-Rex might be cool. And so I think I'm going to build it right in the center here. So I'm going to work on that. That is not the center, that's the center. So I'm going to get to working on that, and then we'll kind of check out how it looks. Okay, so I have finished the interior, at least most of it. But I did create an dodo egg, which I kind of want to hatch. As a little friend here. So we have a bunch of dinosaurs here around. As you can see, we have, oh, that was instant, what the heck. Well, I don't have anything to tame him with. Wait, where, stick? Does a stick work, please? Okay, yeah, so we're just having him stay here. What are we gonna name this guy? I don't know. I wasn't expecting to hatch him that quick. But yeah, no, as you can see, I have been putting all of our stuff away. We have a Spinosaurus, T-Rex, and Quetzalcoatl in the back there. What should we name this guy? I had a name in mind, and then I kind of like slipped my mind, but we are on day 99, so I think it's time we give a tour of our final little moments here. So of course we have the recently built museum, the wall of relics on the left, our chests all in the center. They're all empty, of course, well, except for some that have my trash, but yeah, we're just gonna put some stuff away. Let me actually just do this really quick, and then we'll get to the tour. So I have huge plans for the rest of the series, so I'm kind of gonna just kind of show you what we've created here, because I just want to take a break, because there's just a bunch I want to do, and I feel like I need a break. But anyways, of course, we have our Dilophosaurus enclosure on the right, our Parasaurs on the left, which have been escaping, as well as the Dilophosaurus, which is why I'm not showing that. Our little Ceratosaurus here are looking amazing. Our Drysaurs, one of my greatest moments right there. But what I really want to get to is kind of our start here. We got our villagers, our cows, our nether portal all set up. We're gonna have to get rid of the chicken farm. I might get rid of all of this at one point, or create like a little center here. But as you can see, we just have a bunch of like really starter things, and there's just a bunch I want to get to eventually. And I just want to work on bigger projects, but that's really going to be like everything that we've created so far. And I think we've done a great job in these last 100 days. So, you know, we even got our little enchantment table stuff over here. We are working on creating an ultimate sword here with the scarabness, of course. So we're going to work on a scarab pick eventually, and all other tools, hopefully in the next 100 days, which I hope you guys enjoy. But for now, we're just going to go ahead, walk around, really enjoy our disgusting world that we've created, which I do want to beauty up eventually. But we do have a bunch of DNA. If you guys could let me know in the comments down below what dinosaurs you want to see, that'd be awesome. So I'm thinking of Megalania, but I only have one. And we do have a bunch of these DNA, and maybe a Tyrannosaurus. We can make it like a T-Rex cavern, I think would be freaking epic. But I'm not entirely sure. That's going to be a massive build. We're going to definitely have to be the Ender Dragon before we do that. We got Proceratops and Ankylosaurs, which might be really cool. Stegosaurus, Triceratops, a bunch of Dilophosaurus, Quetzals, Velociraptor even. We might do Velociraptor. That might be cool. But yeah, we have a bunch of DNA, and it's officially turning day 100, or at least about to be day 101. So this is our last day here on this world for a while. So of course, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and you know, maybe drop a comment down below letting me know what dinosaurs you want to see. But for now, that's going to be the end of these 100 days, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all next time.